Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're experiencing side effects from HIV or hepatitis medications, then this video is for you. In this video, I will share with you a few proven strategies that can help alleviate some of the side effects when taking antiretrovirals. Antiretrovirals tend to be harsh on the body. The side effects can be debilitating and dramatically diminish your quality of life. Often physicians, I find, are limited in their advice, have little experience mitigating these side effects, and they're even less or more hesitant to recommend off-the-book strategies to deal with the side effects, in fear that they might not work or even be subject to legal challenges. There's also the added complication that the type of side effect can change from person to person, as well as the severity of it. Um, the side effects can range anywhere from headaches, insomnia, constipation, and so on. These antiretrovirals need to affect almost every tissue in the body, so chances are that a lot of these side effects are gonna be feeling different every day, or are gonna change from person to person. Some might be feeling it much more than others, some might not be feeling them at all. Antiretroviral therapy treatment, like many other medications, increase oxidation in the body, which is what causes the body's tissues to deteriorate and age prematurely. This oxidation, together with HIV's low-level inflammation, can slowly erode different body systems. The metabolism of these medications often also elevates the acidity in the blood as well, and therefore creating a unique cocktail of issues that not only cause the body to age quicker, but also to develop potential diseases that you wouldn't have otherwise. So it is therefore uniquely important to keep the following in check. Number one, oxidation, oxidative processes in the body. Number two, your blood pH or blood acidity. And number three, inflammation. So these are the three elements you want to keep in check, generally speaking. So not only if you're taking or not taking medications, I'm just emphasizing that these three issues can increase if you are taking medications. And in this case, we are going to talk about the specifics of antiretrovirals. However, it is also key to ensure that none of these interventions, none of these supplements or changes in lifestyle will interfere with your current treatment. And after some trial and error, we found a system that helps mitigate these side effects and keep them to a minimum, while at the same time ensuring and helping that it won't interact with the medication. Nothing here is guaranteed that it won't interact 100%. So as mentioned in the video, everything here is at your discretion. And this is just, again, an opinion that is meant to help. So let's start with number one. One of the things that are found to be helpful when it comes to HIV medications is to take them with food even when you have the option not to. Often the body has much better time handling the absorption of a medication slowly over rapidly, creates less of a shock. It is no secret that 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 medication taken with food will tend to absorb more slowly as it gets mixed up with food before it hits the lower digestive tracts, where most of the medication will get absorbed, depending again on the medication. But it just slows again that process of absorption. Specifically with Biktarvy and dolutegravir, these medications have a 99% affinity to protein, meaning they will tend to stick to protein or protein-rich tissues. Just to give you an example, your muscle is a rich is a protein-rich tissue. So therefore, their absorption to the human tissue is very quick. This can often lead to imbalances too, and especially for sensitive people. And these imbalances can therefore show in ways of headaches, nausea, and other side effects. So there is, in some cases, that increased tolerance when these medications are taken with a protein-rich meal. A protein-rich meal allows the absorption of the medication to the protein intake, which is then slowly released in the body as the meal goes through regular digestion, as opposed to getting it instantly bound to human tissue. So again, what we're doing here is that we're getting some protein while we're taking Biktarvy or we're taking dolutegravir, and what that's going to do is that these antiretrovirals are gonna stick more to these let's say animal or vegetable proteins. It can be tofu, it can be a steak, it can be fish, it can be beans, and then by definition, when entering the digestion, will start absorbing in the body slowly as the food gets digested. So, high protein meal with these medications tend to help with a slower rate of absorption, which in many cases can mitigate some of the side effects that are due to this shock of this medication into the system. So some of the best times for intake would be or the best time would be afternoon with lunch, which is tends to be the heaviest meal for most people, and tends to be also the time where most people consume their protein. So that would be for taking antiretrovirals with food. Okay, so now number two, potent antioxidants reduce the oxidation and oxidative processes in the body. So, as we remember, one of the issues here we're trying to tackle is oxidation. And antioxidant basically means is again antioxidation. So there's no secret that antioxidants therefore reduce oxidation in the body, hence the name. Oxidation of tissues is essentially another word for the deterioration of these same tissues. So antiretrovirals increase oxidation of tissues, in some cases by a lot. Therefore, a diet rich in antioxidants is ever more important. However, like many supplements, there's an issue here with the absorption of the supplements and the absorption of the antioxidants. Often many supplements cannot fulfill their purpose because of poor absorption, and in other cases their metabolism is too quick, so their effects can be intermittent at best, meaning temporary, and it is been difficult to really find a high absorption, potent, long-acting antioxidant that would have low chances of interacting with antiretrovirals. You have to take into account that some of these enhancers of absorption, such as biopiperine or the active component in black pepper, can increase the absorption of everything, including your antiretroviral. So you want to be very careful not taking that one. So no biopiperine while you're on antiretrovirals, and you have to look into the supplements ingredients that this is not included, as it again can affect the absorption of these medications and make it much higher, which is something you don't want to do. One of the best supplements out there in the market that has a very low chance of interacting with the antiretrovirals and at the same time has a great rate of absorption is something called Granagard. So Granagard or omega 5 is actually a nano-emulsified potent antioxidant supplement, meaning that their main antioxidant in it, punic acid, is broken down into tiny nanoparticles, which allow for better absorption. So we noticed a significant drop of side effects when taken in the morning on an empty stomach in conjunction with our omega-369 supplements, such as fish or flaxseed oil. It can be taken also with a light breakfast. Number 3, blood pH and acidosis. So another punitive side effect of constant medication is the acidification of the blood. This, together with oxidation, is a contributing factor in premature aging and oxidative processes in the body that leads to tissue degeneration, and in many cases translates into these side effects. So again, side effects are a way of the body telling you that something is off and something is wrong. So it's not like side effects mean nothing. Side effects do mean something. And in this case, is a red flag from the body letting you know, hey, there's something else here that's causing issues. As I mentioned, these premature aging and oxidation processes not only lead to the tissue degeneration, but also increase risks of cancer and other diseases such as diabetes, Alzheimer, and related. So going back to blood pH level and acidosis, elevating your blood pH level to balance or have it slightly alkaline is key to reduce premature aging. So you want to keep that pH level from going into the acidic side, and keeping it either balanced or slightly on the alkaline side to again to prevent and help prevent premature aging. So while maintaining your ideal blood pH is very important, you do want to make sure, first and foremost, that if you do supplement your diet, it does not interfere with your treatment. Please remember that if your treatment is not effective and something interferes with it, then you can have a situation where it doesn't fully suppress HIV, and therefore HIV can actually become resistant to the treatment, and that's the last thing you want. Unfortunately, alkalizing agents can interfere with your antiretrovirals, which is why you have to be extra careful here and make sure that you do not take them with your medications. In fact, the best way to move forward is with alkaline water. Alkaline water can help you restore that pH level with fewer risks. So ideally, you would drink alkaline water at least 4 or 6 hours after you had your antiretrovirals with food in order to minimize any interactions with your medications. Keep in mind that zero interactions are not guaranteed. Last, don't forget that you don't have to buy alkaline water. You can always make it at home, buying or using alkaline additives or tablets. Just ensure to follow the instructions well so you don't over-alkalize that water. Number 4, exercise. Exercise is a great way to get your body feeling back to normal. It should be incorporated into your routine. It not only helps with mitigating side effects, but it obviously gets your health overall in a better shape. In this case, low joint impact exercises such as yoga, swimming, and spinning are ideal to promote a healthy lifestyle without adding any further inflammation to your body. Keep in mind that other exercises such as running or, for example, tennis can have a higher impact on your joint and thus add inflammation, which is something we're trying to reduce here, we're trying to avoid. In addition, ideally, you could take these antioxidants, such as the Granagard I described, before your exercise routine to get the blood pumping with that with those antioxidants, preferably early morning. So then you have enough hours in between taking these antioxidants and actually taking your medications with lunch. Again, with antioxidants, the chances of interaction are very, very, very small, but still, we want to make sure that there's absolutely no interaction in the efficacy of the medications. So last, after your exercise, I would recommend to try a nice cold shower, or if you're up for it, a nice cold water plunge. So cold water really helps to reset the nervous system, and yeah, it's actually a great addition into your lifestyle. Do ensure you do not have any heart related problems that can create a complication for you if you engage in a rapid temperature change. So from being sweaty and warm, exercising to cold. If you have any heart related issues, you have to be really careful here. But yeah, overall, cold water is a nice little hack to reset your nervous system and can really work wonders when you're having headaches, feeling fatigue, or having other mm, bad sensation. It's a really nice hack. So yeah. Okay, so let's recap. In order to reduce as much as possible side effects of antiretroviral medications for hepatitis or HIV, we want to reduce the inflammation, oxidation, and acidosis in the body, or acidity, blood pH levels. So to wrap up all the tips that I just listed, you want to take your antiretrovirals at lunch with a high protein meal. In the morning, you want to take some of that Granagard and omega 369s. And don't forget, of course, to do some yoga or swimming at least once a day in the morning, in the middle of the day, or at the end of the day. And of course, last would be to add some of that alkalinization into your diet, whether it has to be where you take it with alkaline water or an alkaline supplement. Just make sure that you're not taking any of these alkalinizing supplements near the time you take your antiretroviral medications. Make sure that you at least let 4 to 6 hours or even more if possible. But don't forget to take it to reduce again that blood pH. A lot of these medications, just last comment there, mention that they're safe to take even with different minerals that otherwise can impact their effectiveness and absorption when the antiretroviral medications are taken with food. So that's the wrap up. Again, this video is meant to be as an opinion to try and help the community out there of people with hepatitis, HIV, and other people that have taken or are taking antiretroviral medications, and also people that want to prevent these diseases. So people are on PrEP and are experiencing these side effects. This is for you, and I hope it helps you. Bye.